What's up everybody, Xaenca here. Welcome to 5 Things We Want to See in WWE Mayhem number 13. This is a recurring show where we talk about features, mechanics, or anything at all we want to see implemented in a game. If there's something you want to see that we didn't cover in this video or prior videos within the series, post your suggestion and explanation down in the comment section below for a chance to be featured in future videos. Just a reminder, the more detailed the explanation, the more likely it is that I'll be able to cover it, because if I can't explain it, then I can't cover it. Also, if you end up enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button so I know to continue making videos just like this one. On to the list. Number 5 comes to us from Sumik Raj and Wrestling Entertainment, who want to buy gold with cash. So this could work if it weren't a one-to-one trade. Right now we can buy cash with gold, and whatever the rate is for that shouldn't be the reverse to buy gold in order for it to work. It needs to be more expensive. Alternatively, games where this was implemented and did work have a system in place where players buy and sell the premium currency to each other, and have a tax in place so that it still benefits the company and not just the players. I'll use Blade and Soul system as an example, but use WWE Mayhem terms so it's understandable. So you sell 10,000 cash for 100 gold or for whatever the current going rate is, but it costs a percentage of that amount as a fee if it does sell. In other words, you only get 90 or something gold for the sale, and the other 10 disappears as a fee. This way, it still benefits Reliance Games in that it's a gold sink and doesn't harness economic inflation. Of course, this would warrant programming that entire system in, and is quite the difficult task for any company in my opinion. Number 4 comes to us from Manas Mukherjee, who wants ring announcers. So there's another one of those aesthetic immersion enhancing suggestions. It would work so much better if they implement different titles in the game so the announcer could do the whole "the following match is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Universal Championship," or whatever title is actually being fought for. Until then, "the following championship match is scheduled for one fall" will do. Obviously follow it up by announcing who the superstars are, but you get the point. Before I get into number 3, I want to preface it with this bonus suggestion from Everything Is Top, who wants Xaenca signature move Reliance Games sucks and super move YouTube slam. Dude, this cracked me up so hard and is actually a perfect segue into number 3, better/competent customer support. So, this one might get some hate and trigger dislikes or whatever, but I feel like it needs to be said. Those of you that have followed my progress in this game probably know that 90% of my disdain for Reliance Games stems from the overall incompetency of their customer support team and how unbearable it is to deal with them, while the other 10% is from questionable changes they've made to the game. The latter is subjective in that it's based on personal opinion, so I don't really hold much weight to it, but the former is completely objective and is not acceptable by any company standards, whether it be a video game company or not. I won't go into extreme amounts of detail here, but 3 out of 3 of the major tickets I've submitted took 2 weeks or more to resolve. The second one only got resolved because I was in a Twitter conversation with Reliance Games' CEO, which probably escalated the situation, and even then I literally had to tell them step by step what they needed to do in order to investigate that what I was saying was true, and exactly what needed to be done to rectify it. If not, they were taking the stance of insinuating that I was lying basically, which I did not and still do not take kindly to. The third ticket was resolved with this recent update 15 days after I submitted the ticket for it, but to this day remains without a response from support for 20 days now. Once again, this level of customer support is unacceptable. Unfortunately, based on a lot of your comments and from what I've read on their official Reddit and other social media, mine are not isolated cases and are basically the standard for Reliance Games' support. Many of you don't receive a response for days or weeks or not even at all like my last ticket, and many of you reach a terrible resolution or no resolution at all in the end. Now, I don't normally say this because I don't like the idea of attacking someone's livelihood, but whoever is in charge of the Reliance Games support team should be ashamed of themselves and question whether they deserve their job or not. Based on personal experience, my answer to that is no, they do not. This needs to change. Retrain your support team or replace who's in charge of them. Hell, put Dwyer in a prominent role there since he obviously makes an effort. But do not continue with what you have now, which is hands down the worst customer support I've ever seen of any company ever. Hashtag mic drop. Just kidding, on to the next one. Number 2 comes to us from Hypercrab GT, who wants unique pins. So his suggestion was that he wanted Undertaker's pin in the game, which was a very valid point. Certain superstars have unique pins which, like I covered with the unique taunts in episode 1, are part of their character and help define them as individuals. Ones that come to mind are Y2J's "Yeah baby" pin or Braun Strowman's holding the opponent's face down into the mat. Would be cool to see, I think. And number 1 comes to us from Prerna Sonam, who wants harder but more impactful reversals. So as soon as I read this, the first thing that came to mind was timing based. 90% of wrestling games have the reversals based on timing your button presses. They could add a reversal button that if you press at the right time does the reversal, then you have the choice of what move to execute after. This could work if they don't give the opponents a 100% reversal rate while making us have to work for it. Like they do most of the time, giving the AI unfair advantages over us. It's called RNG, Reliance Games. Scale how often the opponents reverse based on that new difficulty scaling you do, and this could be a very welcome addition to the game. It would make the matches require just that little bit more of effort to make it that much more exciting. And those are 5 things we want to see in WWE Mayhem. Which one do you want to see the most, or is it something else entirely? Post down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and share this video with whoever you want to share it with. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel to be notified about all upcoming videos, including more WWE Mayhem videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.